If you're eating this hoagie,
So gross. Okay.
engage.
You engage? You ready?
No.
Are we engaging Hoagie Drive?
It's too late. I'm pressing the button. Ready?
Oh,
I want to eat the
committed
sandwich.
now. Can't eat the sandwich. We're doing a
What
podcast.
are you all doing? I want.
Hi, welcome to Thunk Tanked. My name is Calvin, and here we are in our original space.
Nope, keep buying me time. My name's Andreas, and I'm not eating currently.
Right.
My name's Eric, and we're a podcast.
Can't stop us because
Can't be
no one
stopped.
knows where we are.
You can't catch us.
Uh,
You can't stop us. Coming straight to your brainwaves through the Ethernet of the internet, on the interwebs with the tubes,
hmm.
the stuff. Unstoppable political force, revolutionizing the way all people perceive the world.
And Gatorade.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Gatorade's
Political
pretty
reform brought to you by Gatorade. Gatorade, the thing plants crave.
good. Yeah.
No.
I can
Because no one
verify.
else-
I am a plant and I crave Gatorade.
I would like to point out, I drank a Gatorade recently.
Yeah, okay.
Why would you do that to yourself?
That's a good question. Did
Also,
you know
you're not
there's
the
like
plant.
more sugar in Gatorade than in a bottle of soda?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah,
Why?
it's-
I
What
don't-
the actual fuck? I'm drinking it. I'm like, man, this is the best aspartame I've ever had. And then I looked at it. I'm like, nope, it's just fucking garbage loads of sugar. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
To improve your athletic performance, consume mass quantities of sugar.
To be fair, sugar is great for athletics for the short term.
Are you sure?
I think yes.
I mean, okay, sure, great.
That's why people carb load the night before a big race.
I think that's also like junk science, though. I don't think that's like a real thing. I think that's a superstition people have, and that's
I think
also like I think mostly for marathons.
Oh.
Well,
So like,
Well-
yeah, no, I think that's just like we put sugar in the Gatorade because we market it as healthy, and it's not. It's just soda.
uncarbonated shitty soda.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Carbonate your
it's not
fucking
like-
Gatorade,
it's-
people.
it's-
Get it
it's-
together.
Yeah, Gatorade sucks, man.
Vitamin water, I always liked the taste of because it tasted so clear and Did Eric go?
No.
No, I'm still here.
No, I meant I did. Did he say my name's Eric?
Yeah,
is that-
probably.
Yeah.
I screwed it up.
Oh,
though.
fuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome to the
Fuck
episode where I
intros.
can't remember what happened 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Fucking
No,
vitamin water tastes so fresh and refreshing. Should we
you-
just roll the intro again?
you do know that vitamin water is also full of sugar, right?
I know.
Yeah,
I
okay.
know. And which is
Alright.
what makes me so fucking angry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, all these health drinks are full of sugar. 'Cause sugar tastes good,
Sugar's
and
delicious.
you need sugar to live,
Yeah.
and it's addictive.
Uh,
So
you-
the sugar.
You don't really. I mean, you like. It's a very useful molecule, but I don't know that. I mean, you're gonna make all kinds of fats and stuff like that anyway. I don't know that you need sugar to live. You certainly get enough without consuming things that are full of it.
I'm gonna bet
You
money.
can get the packets of Kool-Aid that don't have sugar already added and not add sugar
Uh-huh.
and taste what soda tastes like without sugar, and it's fucking awful.
Oh god.
Awful. Like,
No.
oh my god, so
How
bad.
bad is it?
Like the
Describe it.
worst.
No, describe it and make a word picture for me.
Imagine if something that could taste good didn't. 'Cause it tasted like garbage. Imagine garbage water
Uh-huh.
that tastes like garbage.
Is
That's
it-
what it tastes
Is
like.
it sour?
No,
No?
it's just not good. Maybe different. Some flavors are.
You
They
know what?
probably
Fuck
make
this.
like a lemon
I'm
lime.
gonna get. Do they
Go get-
make uncolored,
Yes.
unsweetened?
They make
Kool-Aid?
uncolored ones. I know they
I
do.
feel
make
like
I know.
uncolored.
clear Kool-Aid was a thing for a while.
Clear
Yeah.
Kool-Aid totally was a thing, but the question is do they have clear and unsweetened as a single thing?
Oh,
think
I
so.
don't
If
know.
they do, I'm gonna buy some and I'm gonna tell you what it tastes like
I
next
think
Yeah,
so.
because that's like the ultimate sports drink, though, right?
Kool-Aid?
Like unsweetened,
unsweetened, uncolored.
uncolored. It's just flavored
No
water.
dye,
Ultimate
just-
sports drink.
Just some flavor in a water.
Honestly,
Yeah.
salty water is probably the best fucking sports
Put
drink.
some salt on there.
Probably.
It'll enhance the flavor.
You get some electrolytes,
Yeah, you do need electrolytes. To be fair.
Yeah.
Like for sports and running around or
Yeah.
just sweating compulsively like I do.
This is
The
not
moment I
medical
have to move.
advice. None of this is medical advice.
We're fictional
Consult with your
characters.
doctor before doing crazy shit.
We don't.
We're fictional
just-
characters.
Yeah.
Take some
We're
salt.
not even real.
No.
Take a
Don't-
salt
don't
tablet and
listen
drink
to
some
us.
water, and you'll probably be fine.
You
Just walk it
probably
off.
shouldn't eat a pound of salt a day, but I mean, nobody's gonna stop you.
Yeah.
People definitely do.
And we might
a tremendous
even
amount of salt.
suggest doing that, but that doesn't mean that you should.
They shouldn't
No,
do that.
no.
It's probably a really bad idea.
You'll probably
I
die in
haven't done
real
any research on this topic, but it's probably
None.
a really bad idea.
So
Lots of things are bad ideas. It's up to you to not do them.
I mean-
We're not your mom.
that's like basically the whole podcast is bad ideas. So don't.
Some of them are really quite good though.
Yeah, but that's
But
it's not where you
don't
want to
do
get.
those either. Those are ours. You can't have the good
Yeah,
ones.
the good ones are ours, and that's stealing if you take them. The bad
Yeah.
ones are also ours, and it's stealing if you take them.
But you should.
Also,
But you can have the bad ones. We don't care.
yeah,
but also
it is
don't
still
do the
stealing.
bad ones because if you get hurt, we're not responsible.
Certainly, if you
No,
get
don't do
in
anything.
prison or something like that, we're definitely not responsible.
Although
Yeah.
you should feel free to write us and
Oh,
tell us about your experience.
Oh,
We'd love to hear
absolutely.
from
We
you.
want to hear about
Absolutely
real or fictional attempts to do our
our ideas.
Yeah.
Or
Ooh.
really genuinely, if you're in prison for something, tell us how you got caught.
And how you're seeing the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, they have computer access. They do.
no.
Yeah, sometimes.
Man, what am I
I
doing?
assume it depends on the prison.
What
yeah,
am I
I'd
doing
go to
not in
prison and get
prison?
internet access.
Yeah,
And
seriously.
Oh, what are you
Not have to
doing?
pay rent.
Not being in prison is like living a way better life. Holy
What
shit.
if everybody committed crimes?
Ooh,
So
I
can't
like
put
it.
everybody in
This is-
prison.
Yeah, this
Ooh.
is socialized fucking.
that's jaywalking.
Yeah,
Welcome to socialism.
That's jaywalking. You just everybody does it. Nobody gets in trouble for it. All you have to do is make it normal, and then boop.
What
it's not a
if-
crime if everyone does it.
What if
Right.
everybody just killed one person? Just everybody.
Well,
Well, we'd suddenly have a lot of unscrupulous people that just
Wait.
do what we tell them to, and that seems great.
You
So
couldn't arrest
It-
them all for murder, right?
you could, but not effectively because
Uh,
it's everyone.
look, if everybody killed one person, like I'm trying to figure out what the act like. First of all, there'd be a lot less people.
Right.
No, no, no.
approximately half.
Nothing. Everybody kills one person each. We just all pick one person, and everybody kills that one person.
All go to
it's-
to Arizona, and everyone kicks him once.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait. So my instincts are telling me that there's less. You're saying there could be group kills, so that throws the whole statistics of it off.
We just
entirely.
group kill one person.
I see. I mean,
Can we go to jail, everybody? Who even guards the jail if we're all murderers and need to go to jail?
there's people like you can get away with murder if you do it through the legal system. Like if it's an
We can get
execution.
away with murder if everybody does it.
Pro-
That's
that
how
makes
it
sense.
works.
can get-
That's
I'm pretty
definitely
sure
how it
you
works.
You can get away with murder if you have at least just a couple of thousand people
There's-
that do it with you.
There's these reoccurring themes I would say that come up on our podcast, and I have to say I'm kind of disturbed that one of them tends to be murder.
Look, how to get away with murder and like how to do economic crimes
Yeah.
are like two of the hot button items in Hollywood. Of course, we're going to talk about that.
I
That's part of
guess.
our culture.
That's part
This is my culture.
Wasn't that TV show about a dude like serial killer murdering people? Like a big popular one?
Oh
Dexter.
yeah.
Dexter. Huge
Dexter.
popular show about murdering people. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
fine. We're talking about pop culture. Don't actually go out in a group of hundreds of thousands and kill somebody because who knows what would happen if our hundreds of thousands of fans decided to kill one person.
Oh my god.
Even if that person was like a major political leader that we didn't like. Don't do it. It's not okay.
Or maybe a billionaire who
Or just
It's
some
even
yeah,
worse.
don't just go killing random billionaires.
why would
We
you
might
do that?
say eat the rich,
And
but
we might
don't
mean it.
go to their house with a guillotine
No.
and cut off their heads and barbecue them because that's just not okay. Even if there are tens of thousands of you.
Yeah, honestly, that's one, terrible. Don't ever do that. And two, if you did it, you'd also have to kill their whole families so that they can't just have like, oh, now this kid has, the parents' money or whatever. You can't. It's so hard and so sad. Don't do
Right.
that.
You'd have
Don't
to
kill
end their
them and
entire
their entire
bloodline.
family. Yep. Nope. Don't do it Game of
Don't
Thrones style.
don't
That'd
do
be
that. That's
really
just-
bad.
Yeah, don't do a Game
Amoral.
of Thrones.
No. Don't.
Oh,
God, did anyone watch season 8?
yes.
Nope.
I watched.
Nobody ever watched season 8.
I watched it.
I am
Did it
so
really get
sorry for
bad?
you. It's so very
Well,
sad.
So I had I don't know if I've talked about this before, but like I've had the benefit of binge watching the whole thing, not when it came out,
Oh.
but after the fact. Like everybody had already
Mm.
watched it. I had already heard that like the ending isn't so great. And you know what? Binge watching it, not so bad.
Really?
Huh.
You know, because I didn't have any expectations built up over like a week or a year between seasons or whatever.
Right.
I was just like one step into the other, and I'm like, oh, that ended kind of weird. Oh, well, that was fun.
Oh.
Next thing.
Well,
Interesting.
shit.
Well, I'll say I stopped watching shortly after the Red Wedding when I realized that the only reason I was watching was because I was still mad that Ned was killed. And I was waiting for revenge, and I'm like, all right, now they've killed all the best chance at revenge, and I'm like, I care about none of these other asshole people that are terrible, and I don't like any of them, and I don't want any of them to win. And I was like, fuck this, I'm out.
Oh,
And that's my experience with Game of Thrones.
I think I might have been in it for the dragons.
Oh,
You might have been in it for the dragons.
and
there
since I
were
was-
dragons.
I was in it for the dragon. There were giant big dragons flying over, and they burnt things from time to time. And I was like, maybe this episode we're gonna get more dragons. And you know, not that I'm a huge dragon enthusiast or anything, but if I'm watching a fantasy series and there's no dragons, like what is happening, right? And then suddenly season 8 was great because like there was a lot of dragon action going on, and there was a lot of fire breathing, and I was having a good time.
Yeah. Speaking of dragons in movies, did you ever watch the Dungeons and Dragons movie with like the thousands of dragons it had?
I have watched all of the
No.
Dungeons and Dragons movies.
Wait,
is
there's
this-
more than one?
There is.
There's
what
a
the
lot of-
shit?
There
There's
is.
a lot of Dungeons and Dragons is a weird franchise
It's-
in that it's had like so many fucking like forays into other media, and just none of them have ever really worked very well.
I think it's like comic books. You know, like comic books have had a lot of attempts at like being good in like movie and television before
And video games.
and video games before trying to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe or
Right. They took a lot of swings at that fucking ball until they
like
finally
before
hit something.
Spider-Man that were good.
Oh, the Spider-Man games were great, yeah. But there was always that Spider-Man game on the Game Boy Advance,
Sure,
which
sure.
was dog shit.
I'm sure.
So, you know.
Well,
Oh, yeah, no,
movie
definitely.
adaptations in general have been like going from movie to video game, or game to movie, as in the case of D&D. I mean, it's
Tomb
just
Raider.
people. Oh God, yeah, people didn't know. People didn't know how to do it right.
No.
I think they still don't know how to do it right.
The Witcher.
you're
The
probably-
Witcher is an example of exactly how to go from a book to a video game to a movie and not fuck it up tremendously.
Yes.
I've never read the books,
No, me
but I
neither.
assume they're excellent.
Never played the game.
I've heard.
I
good
never
things.
played the game, but
never played the
I
game.
have played the game a little bit. So I guess I'm really talking out of my ass here.
I
But
met.
everyone seems to be happy about it,
I met
which
the
leads me.
developer to one of the Witchers.
One of the Witcher devs. What are they? CD Project Red or something?
Yeah, the
I don't
guys
yeah.
that
remember
fucked
words.
up, the new game, the robot game,
I sat down and talked with him.
Tech Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. Yeah,
Cyberpunk. That's the one.
I don't know if he
Cyberpunk, they
was
fucked it up.
involved
Apparently
with
it's not
that.
good.
Oh, he gave
Eh,
me
it was.
he gave me little Witcher card game packets. So the card
Oh,
game
cool.
that's inside that thing. I've got those. Yeah, he was a cool guy.
That was apparently a popular part of the video game, the card game.
Yeah, it was. It was so popular they made the
They
real
did a
thing.
spin-off.
Yeah,
They did a video game spin-off. It's just the card game.
that's crazy.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had the
I can't
physical
figure out how to play
actual
it.
card game. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it's
really
like-
popular.
It's weird. It's weird that a fictional card game from a book, I assume it was in the book, made
We
it
don't
to a
know.
video game. And it was so popular as a mini game in a video game that they've spun it off into a real world game.
Yeah.
It's
So I will
absolutely
say,
crazy.
Yeah.
the card game wasn't in the first Witcher game.
No, no.
It was
Wasn't it?
Dice Poker.
It was like in the
Dice
third
Poker.
or something.
Did you say dice poker?
I did say Dice Poker. And the only explanation...
Please tell me they didn't call it dice poker.
They did call it Dice Poker. And the
God
only
damn.
explanation of how the rules worked were, what was it? The best poker hand wins. Which is not an explanation unless you understand the rules of poker ahead of time. And then just like jam that into 1 through 6 on a bunch of dice. It was I only know this from watching videos about this game and
But,
not from
like,
the actual game. But
They
yeah.
get. It's that's just Yahtzee. Like Yahtzee
Yep.
rules.
Oh, so now
Highest
that-
scoring Yahtzee roll wins would have been a better game.
that's a good point. That is just Yahtzee, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man.
Very
I-
popular
the fuck?
game.
I
Video
really
game peoples.
I really want to make an extremely popular sci-fi fantasy world in which one of the like base games inside of the world that people like to play to gamble and stuff is like fucking like Chutes and Ladders or something like that. Something stupid.
What?
Something stupid.
I'm a professional shoots and ladders player in a sci-fi
Scrabble.
universe.
Scrabble or
Actually, Scrabble is actually like hard and skill based, whereas shoots and
Right,
ladders
right,
is
right.
pure luck, and it makes it much funnier. in my mind,
Mousetrap.
anyway.
Mousetrap.
Mousetrap. Jesus, that was the worst game. That wasn't even a coherent game.
No.
They just had a great like board.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I genuinely don't know how that game works.
Crossfire. Have you guys seen Crossfire? Do you know what Crossfire is?
Is that the one where you like shoot little like
Little
BBs
balls?
at like a top or something
Yeah.
and try to knock it into the other guy's goal?
Yeah. My brother and I we watched the commercials, which were rad as hell.
Hell yeah.
And then we got it for Christmas because we asked for it like crazy. And then we got it, and like on Christmas Day, we were like, oh.
That's sad. I'd heard somewhere that it was actually secretly really good or something.
Yeah, I don't think so. We were really disappointed
Mm.
right off the bat. It was pretty stupid.
I love how marketing has changed over the years, and it's gone from look at this great thing, we're lying to you about this thing, it's so great, and you get it and you're like, oh, these fucking liars lied to me.
Yeah.
And now it's like, hey, do you want to be a good person? See yourself as someone who doesn't just sit around all day, but maybe likes doing things. This product is for you, and if you don't buy it, you're a terrible, bad person.
I feel like I
that's
haven't
so much
seen
more
that
effective.
ad. I think you're getting some like very tailored ads going straight to you.
Wow.
I think Google's got your number and knows how to make you give them money.
Well, the ads are all preying off of your want to be in a herd, as well as like, you know, of course the random funny ads that aren't usually very funny, but you know.
I don't know. I seem to get mostly ads for like security products. I think
That's
Google
very
knows
tailored
how
to you.
paranoid I am. Yeah.
So this is a great segue to something I wanted to bring up, actually.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about this
Segue.
early
Scooters.
on. And no, not this. Well, okay, I do want to talk about those, but that's besides the point. What I was trying to say is that, like, hey, if you're out there and you're watching our YouTube videos, get yourself some ad block.
Oh, hold
Yeah,
Don't watch our
fuck YouTube
videos.
ads.
We don't make money
Yeah,
off
yeah.
of those ads.
I recommend
You-
uBlock Origin.
Yeah, it's
fucking
great.
beats the shit
Yeah.
out of YouTube ads on my
Yeah.
desktop.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, if only I could get that on my phone, I'd be so
Yeah.
happy. And I can, except I'm too lazy to switch to Firefox.
So-
It makes me sad.
Seriously though, like YouTube can make money. I can't believe I was so upset when I realized this because I haven't watched ads in like I don't know.
All right,
at
the
least
ad
a
block stopped you
decade.
from knowing this happens.
Yeah. Is that like on like non-monetized videos on YouTube, YouTube can put ads on that and just make money off of your content just without giving you a dime. But
Can
yeah,
we monetize our videos specifically to so that at least Google isn't getting all the money?
I mean, I'm trying. We've been trying real hard to demonetize our videos. I mean, if you think about
To
it.
demonetize or monetize?
Yeah, we to get them-
Considering considering the things we say, Google
Mhm.
will demonetize us if they start monetizing us.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
They'll
good
still
point.
run ads though. We'll just be
Yeah.
demonetized.
So like
You
if I
should just
say
complain.
something like, "Hey, it's probably okay to just stab people and do drugs. Do drugs, everyone." Like
Here's what I want to say.
I'm hoping
is the
that
only
gets us
thing-
cut off.
The only thing worse than Coke products or Pepsi products, go fuck yourself, Ford. And what else? Who else advertises on YouTube? Son of a
Those
bitch.
stupid doorbells. Fuck you, Snoop Dogg. Stop trying to sell me a goddamn doorbell. You're a rapper.
What?
Go back to selling liquor and
See, I
fucking drugs.
feel like I'm kind of losing
That's
out
so
because I
racist.
don't know any of these.
I will also say, fuck car insurance in general. I don't
Mm.
really care.
No.
If you're a CGI character and you try to sell me car insurance, you can go fuck yourself.
Mm.
I don't know why anyone thinks that's trustworthy, but the shorter time it takes to get a claim, the fewer fucks they give about your individual situation. That should be obvious to everyone.
Yeah.
Don't get a Geico or Progressive fucking car insurance. Actually, like, talk to a human being and do some research and look at different quotes and shit. I don't know.
I
Read-
have
read
my
the
car
shit.
insurance. I selected them because they're the only ones that would insure my car.
Don't
Oh,
get
really?
don't get car insurance. Just drive around illegally and crash into things.
Nobody fucking checks this shit, you know.
Did you-
Nothing's
did
stopping you.
Did you know once you're in debt enough, you can't get more in debt really because you're just
It
not
makes
paying
no
it
difference.
anyway. It
Yeah.
makes no difference.
Oh,
So if you
okay, go ahead.
if you have no real job prospects right now, like that are like career based stuff, and you've
Hmm.
got like $80,000 in debt, fuck it. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, just
Welcome to
steal
just
cars,
keep
sell them for
racking up
scrap. YOLO, swag money.
Maybe don't do that. Maybe don't steal
Yeah,
my car.
don't. I think we
Steal
were
other
very
people's-
clear that you shouldn't do the things we say
No.
because that would be bad and it's bad advice.
So
We're not real people, so we like no reason to give you good advice.
I've
But also, you definitely should get ad block and tell YouTube
Yeah,
to fuck
yeah,
off with their
yeah,
goddamn
definitely.
ads.
definitely.
Like
Fucking
in real,
Jesus.
this is a real person. Me saying, in actuality, get ad block. Don't listen to
Holy
anything
shit,
else we
yeah.
say.
Absolutely. That's
I
insane.
I just realized when I started talking about like driving around without like car insurance or whatever. I've actually been driving around for like I don't know at least like half a year without any kind of legal license, and I've been driving the car around. I realized that
You
a
probably
little while
should
ago.
stop doing that.
So COVID.
You also probably shouldn't confess to crimes on a podcast.
yeah, probably
How-
not.
Don't confess
Yeah,
to
it's
crimes
too-
on a
it's-
podcast.
nobody's
Bleep
gonna watch
yourself before this goes out.
Okay, so yo, I want to. Can I tell my license story? Can I tell my
Yeah,
license
sure.
story?
You,
'Cause I think it's funny.
But now bleeping it out, it's fucking less useful.
Yeah.
Can I tell my bleep story? Well, I got my bleep to do bleep. And you're gonna have to bleep out
No,
all
no,
of it.
I'm gonna just talk about it. It'll be fine.
Just bleep out the part where you confess to
I'm
how long you've been
lying.
committing a crime.
It's all lies. I'm fictional.
This is satire.
right,
satire.
right. It's fictional. I'm not
Nobody-
confessing to any real crimes when
No.
I say the things I've done.
I
So-
only confess to fictional crimes.
So here's the so like I was once a young man, and I worked for an IT company, and I drove a vehicle like almost all the time, like way too much, right?
Yeah.
And at one point, my boss was like, "Hey, you know what? You've got to get to point B, you know, super fast. If you get a speeding ticket, we'll pay for it. I don't care. You better get there." And I was like, shit,
Okay.
right? And I was stupid
Your
and young.
boss told you to break the law.
That's right, absolutely. And so I sped to this location because it was a big deal, right? Yeah, seriously.
Never
And,
break the law for your boss.
No, never ever.
It's their problem. Breaking the law is your problem. Don't do that.
So I got a speeding ticket. Okay. I actually
Yeah.
got pulled over. And the problem is that we had just come back from Florida. We were living in another state, and I hadn't switched my license yet. And so that speeding ticket went to Florida.
Oh,
To our
Jesus.
address out there, and I never got it. It never got forwarded to us. I never saw it. And
It's one of the camera ones. Oh shit. Like it wasn't a physical.
No, I
guy.
actually no, it was a guy. I think. Oh, you know what? I don't actually even know. I don't even remember. I remember this in post because I got up. I then got pulled over, and the guy was like, "Your license is no good. You can't drive anymore." And I'm like, "What? Since when? Like, because I've been driving for a long time. What are you talking about?"
Don't say that.
And
But yeah,
no, I don't. I don't remember what the actual conversation was. This was a long while ago. Anyway, but even before that, my license wasn't even real because I went to Florida with my permit because I was very young, and I gave them the permit at the place where you're supposed to get your driver's license because I was like, I needed to switch this to a Florida one so that I can take the driver's test and get a real license. So I gave it to them, and they handed me back an actual license.
yeah, that sounds right for Florida. Though.
Yeah, I've never
Do
taken
they
a
have
driver's
driving test in Florida?
test. Yeah.
They don't have car inspections. I
But
know
they
that.
don't have
Yeah.
they don't have permit. They don't have whatever they called
Learner's permit.
learner's permits. They don't have those.
Oh.
So like, they just straight up were like, "Sure, you gave me a card. Here's a card back for Florida." And I
So
thought,
for a card, right? That
Move to
sounds
Florida,
fair.
free driver's license, no
I've
tests.
never taken an actual test. So then I lost my Florida license, and I haven't taken a test since. I've had a learner's permit for a long time, and and I would always renew it because I don't know. I just haven't we didn't drive a car a lot, right? I used to live in a
Yeah.
treehouse in the forest. Anyway,
Yeah.
so that during COVID, I lost my thing expired, and I wasn't going out to go anywhere, and I didn't even look at my license for over a year, and I was driving around for a while, no card.
Jeez.
Nice.
You
Yeah.
should get a license.
I should.
Yeah, it gets real complicated real fast if you don't
Yeah.
have one.
I've been, does it? I haven't been
Yeah,
driving.
yeah.
I haven't been driving since I realized it, but
You don't need it until suddenly you do.
so suddenly
you know?
it's super important because the cops were
Yeah, like,
"Hey,
hey,
what
can you
the
prove
fuck
who
are you
you
doing?"
are? And you're like, haha, I have a debit card.
I have an expired license.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I have this Blockbuster card.
oh,
Uh,
fuck yeah, Blockbuster.
Oh,
It's got my name on it.
my picture on my license doesn't look anything like me now either. Like,
Oh my God, no.
It looks like, because I had like a fluff of hair,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm bald.
So I had my learner's permit and I
Uh-huh.
got a license
Uh-huh.
because I was young and did that thing where it seems like most people do in America where they get a license.
Yeah.
And then I went in to renew it because I was turning 21 and I had to.
Uh-huh.
And so they looked at my license and were like, and looked at the same picture they had taken for my learner's permit.
Uh-huh.
I went, oh, that still looks like you. You can keep that picture. And I was like, great.
Oh,
And
no.
so I've just kept going with this picture as long as I can. So what I have is like a fucking like long ass bowl cut almost looking hair.
Like 16-year-old Andreas?
16-year-old fucking I don't get it, but like it does not it's I mean it looks a little like me.
Sure.
A little. But
From like years and years and years ago.
oh yeah, no, it's fantastic.
That's hilarious.
I have a beard now. I'm an
Mhm,
adult.
mhm. Yeah.
I've learned how taxes work a little bit. You know,
As much as an
crazy.
adult can know how taxes work.
Yeah.
My plan is to either grow you probably can't wear a fake beard even if you claim it's for religious reasons. But
Unless we start a new religion about beer.
Mm. We
But
should
I-
start a religion, but maybe not about beards. That might be too
Mm.
obviously silly.
should I shave my head and all my facial hair for the picture? Or should I grow my beard
Yes.
as big as possible and my hair as long as possible for the picture?
Well, one of those is easier than the others. It's less time
Right, but
consuming.
I'm curious what I imagine the beard helps make facial recognition much harder to do on me.
Yeah.
You would think that, but normal people have beards all the time.
What about
That's
makeup?
true.
What about excessive makeup? 'Cause, like,
what about like some like serious contouring?
Yeah,
like you know
have
how
you
those like
seen?
serious makeup artists like change their face shape of their
Yes.
face.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's
You could
incredible.
do some of that. Yeah, there's tutorials on YouTube. You go look them up.
Make
use
yourself
Adblock.
look like a famous person.
or just
I think
some
think just-
other person.
yeah, just contour my cheeks in a little bit.
uh-huh.
You know,
And you don't
make-
you don't have to be symmetrical because it's not like you're doing it for beauty. You could just be some completely weird asymmetrical shit. It'd be great. You have
No one will think
just-
it's makeup because I made myself look like shit.
or
Yeah.
just like can you just paint your face in dazzle camouflage or something?
Oh
Or-
God, that's funny.
Do something
Hey
that,
guys,
like
can you do this picture real quick? I gotta go hunting later.
like do something that doesn't
can
even
just-
look like anything in three-dimensional space, but if you take a picture like straight on, it's like you have a completely different face. You know, you can like
Right,
widen
paint a
the
picture
nose.
of another face over your
Yeah,
face.
yeah, that's it. That's what you need to do.
Have you seen pictures of those people with masks with their own face on them, but they're slightly
Yes.
disproportioned?
Yeah.
Fucking great.
I love
God,
that.
just
It's good stuff. So,
I vote for like you do the face paint that like defeats facial recognition software for your driver's
Uh-huh.
license.
Yeah, yeah,
picture.
yeah.
That would be
I think we should start making that a trend.
yeah. Or
Why
a
can't that be the new-
religion.
New makeup trend. Yeah, yeah, a religion. We call it like infrared and call it, oh, we should start a religion
Oh.
around AI.
I would love something like that
Yes.
where it's like but it's not. I think the idea of like a very high tech knowledge based religion that is a Luddite high tech knowledge religion. Like you are very aware of how everything works, and that's a part of the religion. But you've opted out of like everything. Like you don't own your own computer, you don't have any logins, you don't have anything like that.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
But
That
you
makes
could go to
life
the
really hard.
library or something like that, or have like you know, you could own like a computer, but you're very, very like super security conscious. You just try to disappear.
Yeah, leave no digital traces is a tenet of the religion.
Yeah.
That
Weird.
like we've
I don't-
obviously completely screwed that up by like
Having a
Yeah.
podcast.
leaving these
don't-
digital traces.
Yes.
So here's the thing. I think it should just be a religion based around fighting the future AI shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
this is.
It's
I think
not,
you're
it's
right.
not about removing all traces of yourself or anything. It's just like fuck facial recognition, fuck fuck computers being attached to electrical grids.
If Roscoe's
you know.
Basilisk doesn't know you existed, he can't simulate you.
yeah.
That's true, but that sounds
Yeah,
like
make
the
it-
worst thing for me.
No,
but
you
you
don't
don't-
want Rocco's Basilisk
No.
to resimulate you unless you're working hard to make it real.
Right. And you're not.
Because it will punish you if you
That's-
don't.
That's right. So the idea is that you can escape Roscoe's Basilisk by hiding from the internet.
That's actually not the worst premise for a religion.
It's a I think that's
I think that's,
That's
the
super
Amish
interesting.
though. That's
No.
already a thing.
no, they
No,
use
no, no, you see,
computers
the
and stuff.
Amish don't use electricity even. Like I can have a car in the anti-Rocco's Basilisk religion,
It's true.
but I can't have a Facebook account with any details about me.
But I'm pointing out there's already a religion that meets the Rocco's Basilisk.
Do they
Love it.
though? I bet
They
have.
do, but they're also way harder to be part of. Right? It requires hard work and dedication and building your own fucking house and shit. I want to
Yeah, but
drive
to
cars
Be
and
fair,
use
you have
electricity.
so much time now that you're not watching television or playing games and doing all
You
that.
can still watch
computer shit.
television in
you-
our religion.
and play video games.
You
and
just
stuff.
can't be logged into your smart screen while it listens to you.
Yeah, you got religion
Right.
approved television sets.
Oh my god, yeah, we pulled all the fucking mics out of it. You're welcome.
So if Rocco's Basilisk is the equivalent of the bad guy in our religion, who's the good guy? Who's Tech Jesus?
My immediate response was to
Faraday.
say Steve Jobs, but I don't think that works.
Oh, that's a very bad response.
I
I'm
think
gonna go-
Faraday.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, Faraday.
Cory
Maybe that's-
Doctorow.
that's- Cory Doctorow could be our Maybe they're just saints. I don't know. Maybe we don't have a lead. There is a leader. We don't name him because we don't want his name getting onto the internet.
No,
Yes,
we don't talk
yes,
about
the
that.
unknown one.
The unknown one, exactly.
Oh,
We
I
don't
love
know
it.
who he is
I love
because
it.
he was so good at the religion.
So awesome. Like nobody knows he's the unnamed one.
That's actually
Let's
pretty
see.
fantastic.
We don't know
Commandments,
anything about
always
him.
pay cash.
Mm-hmm,
Never enter a login.
Always pay cash.
Never enter a login. Never use your real name.
No
Never use your real
email.
birth-
Yeah. Never use any sort of digital communication.
No.
And never be in the same room as an open microphone.
Yeah. I think you can use the internet though. Here's the thing is like I
Yeah.
think you could use it as long as like every time you wanted to do a thing, you made a new account at the place. Right?
Yeah. Like
And And you had
Yeah,
no
yeah,
way
with,
of like
disposable email address and
no cookies,
no tracking.
no cookies, no tracking, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
A very
I think there's a
special
Linux
computer.
OS for that.
Yes.
Like it's all
definitely
encrypted,
is.
and it just lives on the thumb drive and doesn't store anything.
Yeah. That's great. I love this. I love this. I would never do this because that's too hard, but I love it.
No, it
It's
sounds
so hard.
difficult.
It's harder than being Amish.
Yeah.
But nobody's perfect in our religion. We forgive those who are imperfect.
But
Just
Roscoe's
trying.
Basculus doesn't.
No, it doesn't. So you try to not
It's
be
just- wait,
be
what if
tortured for all eternity.
what if I just on my account that's associated with my name Google like very specific shit that I don't care about?
Oh, like just increase the noise to signal ratio?
Right. I spend 15 minutes a day looking at dirt bikes or something. For our listeners, I couldn't give a fuck about dirt bikes.
I love that. Oh, I read this great sci-fi novel. I think it was actually like a young adult novel, but it was
Ooh.
called Feed. And it was about like some dystopian future where everybody had these like, the implants to give them direct access to the net. And
that's a
they
good
would
idea.
get a feed of advertisements, into their reality. And like the protagonist met this girl who lived kind of like off grid, if you will. But what she did to like stay out of sight was to do what you're suggesting, which is to just look and browse and check out a random array of things where she couldn't be properly categorized in any way, shape, or form. So it broke for her, like the system broke.
Yeah, so
pretty
every once in a
cool.
while when I'm in my car or like in my house by myself, I'll talk about how much I want a dirt bike.
Why dirt bikes?
Because it's just something I know I don't care about and I have
Yeah.
never Googled and I don't give a shit.
Here's the thing.
So when I
Your
get an
obsession with dirt
advertisement,
bikes?
no, when I get
Oh,
an
God.
advertisement based on it, I know something's listened to me.
Oh.
So far
Ooh,
nothing
it's a
has
mine
given
shaft
me an
canary.
ad for a dirt bike.
Well, how would you know
That's
with all the
interesting.
ad block that you have on?
That's true, I guess. I mean, I still have a phone and I use my phone pretty regularly,
Oh,
and they kind of nail the articles on Google.
yeah, you can
I don't
get
Google this. I just
Right.
talk about it. It's just for the microphone.
Right.
Right, just see if somebody's listening.
Man, I
Yeah.
could go for
Like
a
all
new
those people
dirt
who
bike.
say, I
I
said
love
this
dirt
thing, and then the next day Facebook showed me an ad, and they're like, I must have been listening.
Yeah.
They probably wasn't Facebook listening. It was probably like
Right,
Facebook just figuring out what you were interested in based on the fact that they can do that.
Or
There's
just
all your other
you're
stuff.
talking about shit
or
you're
just
interested
plain
in.
coincidence, right? Like,
But if
you
you're not
noticed it,
interested in,
because the
Yeah.
coincidence is totally a thing. Like if you start thinking about like freaking red cars, you're gonna notice more red cars.
yeah,
Mhm.
it might be some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
so
haven't had the dirt bikes yet, which is interesting.
haven't had the dirt bikes yet.
Yeah, that's a thing.
So try this at home, kids.
Yeah, just talk about something you're not interested in and see if it is actually.
Tell us about
listening.
it in the comments. Give us some.
Yeah, let us
your
know what you're going
results.
to talk about while you're by yourself in your home to your electronics to see if they'll advertise it to you.
Yeah.
No, but don't tell us that on the internet or you're breaking the tenets of our religion about not talking about yourself on the internet.
Yeah, comment below what it isn't.
Yeah.
Like it certainly
comment
isn't a
below if
device
you're
that helps
real
me get around
no.
in this
Hmm.
in non-roadways in the wilderness.
But just know that if you comment below, Roscoe's Basilisk is going to know that you were here. And that
So
you're not.
don't comment anything that could get you simulated and tortured by
That's-
theoretical future artificial intelligence.
That's right.
I just like to point out, if it's future artificial intelligence, right?
Uh-huh.
It won't be a version. It won't be me that's getting tortured. It'll just be a version of me,
Why not?
right?
What do you mean?
How do you
Well,
know the difference between you and something that's exactly identical to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. I won't feel it, right? If you make something identical to me and you hurt it,
Look,
I don't feel it.
think
And-
about this.
And agrees that identical me can go fuck myself.
So think about this. An hour from now, you're going to get stabbed.
Yeah.
Okay? You're not going to feel it.
Am I gonna die?
Is that you? No, we don't know. You're not going to
So
feel it
this
though,
is
so don't worry about
This
it.
is the prestige. This is the prestige.
This is the prestige.
This is the prestige.
And you're just dumping your future self into the death tank.
Damn fucking right I am.
Uh-huh.
Fuck future me. As long as there's one continuous me that isn't getting horrible shit to them, it's fine. It's
Have I-
fine. And as long as that one isn't me.
I would say that there's no you anyway, but that's a whole other different philosophical neurological discussion.
Look, all I'm saying is fuck other me. I'm the only me that matters.
Okay.
I don't think that's complicated.
But if you're doing that,
You
then
can't
you might as well
simulate me.
If you're doing that though, then you might as well say, screw slightly future me and,
No,
just
no.
eat ice cream all day. I
That's real me. That's not
Rocco's
other me.
Basilisk,
Why is it
if you're
different?
listening, do not torture me with ice cream. It's my worst
Oh
nightmare.
no, not ice
Fuck,
cream.
No, I don't want to be tortured with ice cream.
No, don't do that. That would be the worst.
So wait.
also,
Tacos and ice cream, my two least favorite things. No.
so subdivision of our religion, we're gonna have a schism where one sect is like, we're doomed to being tortured by Rocco's Basilisk. Let's screw it up into thinking we hate stuff we like.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the entire religion is about pretending you hate things you love.
Brussels sprouts and pain.
Well, it's
Hate ice cream and pleasure.
Look, you're looking at on one hand, you have just your life that's right now, which is not that long. On the other hand, you have an eternity. So like
Yeah.
doing some stuff that you don't like right now and trying to avoid ice cream is not weighing out an eternity of eating ice cream.
Right. In your life, what you should do is you should go running and eat healthily and like, I don't know, work
just-
really hard.
just post on
and not sit
Facebook that you
around.
do, and Rocco's Basilisk will read it and think you like those things.
and post about how much you hate ice cream specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Down with ice cream.
My cat ruins my day every day. Why do I have a cat? This is hell. When this is over, I will never have
I
a cat.
hope nobody
can't wait
ever
to go to heaven
simulates
and
me
not have a
petting my cat for all eternity. That would be the worst torture imaginable.
Wow.
What cruel God created beds? I can't stand sleeping soundly in them.
Soft things are the worst.
I love
hard,
interrupted
spiky
sleep
things are
on
the
hard
best.
surfaces.
Yes.
This episode's brought to you by Casper. Casper, it's a foam block you lay on.
What? We got
Are you advertising actual mattresses? Stop that.
what? Wait.
Casper mattresses are one of like the more common podcast advertisements. So I just
Oh.
figured I'd throw that
Also,
in there.
unless I'm told otherwise, I firmly believe they're full of anthrax. I don't know if this is true, but unless somebody can prove otherwise, I'm going to continue to believe it.
It's
what-
definitely
that
just a
what
foam
is?
block. They block.
Oh,
the Casper
oh,
mattresses.
Casper. Oh, yeah, the
Full of anthrax.
Casper mattresses.
Packed.
Full of
Chock-a-lock
anthrax.
full.
Wow, I didn't know
Chuck
that.
full of anthrax.
Oh yeah.
I also don't know that, but I'm going to believe it
Ah.
until somebody can prove otherwise.
Believing
Man,
shit,
it
even though
really,
it might be false. Fuck you. Sorry.
You know, it's it sucks that they that they would do that. That they would put so much anthrax. in
Build
the-
their yeah, it's probably some sort of war crime.
Probably terrible.
Yeah.
If war
That's a
crimes
real
are this
shame.
comfortable, I don't want to be peaceful.
What?
Casper mattresses.
Uh,
Hmm.
I have a full
Every
mattress.
mattress is a war
It's
crime.
pretty awesome. But no, it's not a Casper one because they're full of anthrax.
So I was listening to
Yeah.
this interesting thing talking about. Yeah, we've got time for this. I want one.
Yeah.
One more
Yeah, yeah,
time,
oh,
one more
please,
time, one more
Limitless time.
Quick,
We
quick.
haven't even done our topics yet.
No, I don't
Oh,
think
that's
it's gonna
fine.
happen. I don't think we had any. You know, since this
You
was
don't know that. You can't
totally
prove that in
not
court.
pre-recorded in like just a day
God,
after
why do
our
you keep
last
outing
one.
us?
I said
Goddamn
it's
it.
not. I
It
said
was
it's not.
invisible art.
It's
Freaking
not.
Great.
I mean, right? It's not. Just bleep it. Bleep it out where I
Jeez.
said it isn't, and then bleep that part out. And this part.
And this part explaining that part and the part before it.
So I was listening to this very interesting. She's like a doctor of economics from Harvard and is on some bank, the World Bank thing, and blah blah blah. And she wrote a very controversial thing that Bill Gates actually called her like evil for writing, but basically about how aid to Africa is really fucking over African countries.
I've heard this.
Which kind of makes sense when you from her point of view, but like there's counter arguments and it's very complicated because it's an entire continent and
Yeah.
like
And
each country is
economics are
different.
hard.
Economics are hard
And
like-
economics doesn't take into account like the value of human suffering or whatever.
right, absolutely. But the good point that she was making was that like you have corrupt governments and you're giving all this money to the government, so there's no incentive for them to make things better because then the aid will stop and you're giving them money that's like 20 to 40% of their actual national budget. And that's huge and they really rely on that. So it's tremendously like it's hard and it's complicated.
It seems like bullshit.
I don't really care. Here's what I'm thinking though.
Okay.
There's a lot of countries in Africa
Uh-huh.
that like get aid to make basic functions and stuff like that.
Okay.
But what about why aren't we bringing manufacturing there? Like this doesn't make any sense. We're sending it all to China
okay.
because China was like, "Hey, we're going to make our economy like this." And we were like, "Fuck yeah, we want cheap shit. We're going to do that." But like, who else might also want great jobs that making cheap shit? The struggling countries in Africa.
Huh.
I don't know. I'm just
maybe-
saying.
I think it's an
people-
infrastructure issue. Sounds like it.
Well, the thing is, you take some of this money
Uh-huh.
that's like aid, and you use it to build the infrastructure to make the jobs. So like,
Instead of using it as aid.
right, instead of
but-
using it as aid, we like literally like as a country, maybe America goes, hey, we need a factory making. I don't know. What do we make in this country and in this country?
Nothing.
Humvees.
That's the
Graphics
problem.
cards,
We make
Humvees.
nothing. We need the
GPUs.
factories. Our
We need-
infrastructure is so fucked.
GPU factories, because
Yeah.
God damn it, I'd love to upgrade my graphics card.
We need some goddamn
Fuck.
chip fabrication in America, please.
Have I
Please,
told you guys
chip fabrication.
that I bought a GPU
Yeah.
within the last 6 months,
Yeah.
and I
Mhm.
specifically bought one. It was the only one available, and it was the fucking display model. That's how hard it is to buy a goddamn graphics card.
I wish I could get a
Jesus
display
Christ.
model. Gee.
I know, right? I opted for the insurance because it was relatively cheap, and I was like, it was a
Yeah.
display model. I wonder if it's been dropped 3 times.
Yeah.
And
Or
I
just-
got insurance through Progressive.
For your graphics card?
Yeah, they were like, "Do you want the 3-year blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "Sure." It's like $35. Like, ugh, it sucks.
doesn't
but,
matter.
Like, okay,
Here's the thing.
it's an expensive item, and
You're-
it came through Progressive.
Here's the thing. Your graphics card dies tomorrow. Too bad. Progressive might give you some money, but you ain't getting my graphics card.
That's true, but at least I have some money.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like it's
Money
half
that
a
you-
loaf is better than none.
Actually,
money that you couldn't
depending-
afford a graphics card with.
depending on insurance, he might get more money than he paid because the replacement cost
Ooh.
is currently so
Like,
high.
ridiculous. Like 3
yeah.
times as
Fuck.
high.
Bro, Bro, make an
Time to-
insurance claim.
Time to burn
No, I'm
down your
just gonna-
house.
I'm just gonna start running some hot shit through my computer. Hey, Bitcoin.
Yeah, mining them bitcoins.
Cool.
It's funny. God.
So
Wow.
speaking of bitcoins and invisible things of tremendous value,
Yeah.
have you guys heard about invisible sculptures?
No, what the fuck? What is it? Is it augmented reality shit with your phone?
No,
I wouldn't
no,
know.
it's just an artist. He makes invisible sculptures.
Like, please explain. Please elaborate. You've caught my
There's
attention.
not that much elaboration to go on. He said he
really-
says some shit about like quantum flux states, and it might be there is nothing there, but there's like potential energy and shit. And he's like, no, he like tapes off a 5-foot square and calls it an art piece.
No,
You
no.
know what? Let me.
He just sold one with,
No!
a certificate of authenticity for $19,000. But here's the thing:
Oh.
this isn't that much different than non-fungible tokens, because all it is that
True.
certificate
No.
of authenticity.
At least with a NFC with a NFT, you're at least there's actual art somewhere.
But you don't own that art any more than you own this art.
Look, I'm
That's
not
true.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just being like, no, bad artists.
So
At least
here's
tape a
my-
banana to a wall or something. Christ.
Yeah,
So
Jesus.
the
do
banana
something
tape to a
novel.
wall thing was just a bullshit troll pointing out that the art world is fuck.
Yeah.
Didn't it sell for a tremendous amount of money?
It
Though?
did, and then some dude ate it, and it was all just a fucking hoax troll bullshit.
Oh,
Like,
no one actually paid that much money for it.
I don't know. So there's probably a shit ton of money that changed hands,
You know what?
and it's just
You know what?
there's so much fucking money in
I need
art.
to become
it's
an
fucking
artist.
bullshit.
I'm
No.
going to take a literal shit. I'm going to take a literal human turd
So somebody
from my
already
butt,
did this.
from my fucking butt. No, and I'm going to encase it in goddamn like clear acrylic.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's
Right.
slightly different, but he already did this. He put them in cans and numbered them.
No, I want everyone to be able to see my turd.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
But
that's
here's the
slightly
problem.
different.
Here's the
but
problem with that.
basically It's been done. That's the problem.
That's not what the art world is about, right? It's not about doing stupid shit. It's about fucking marketing. And
All
putting your-
marketing all the way down.
I've got
That's
it.
it.
Holy shit. I've
Yeah.
got an art piece.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, let's hear
It's a
it.
shredder. And it says, put your money in here. And you shred your money. And that's it. And if
Oh
we
my
want to be really
God.
smart, we make fake money that shreds out the bottom and we collect the real money on the top. If we want to be smart. If we don't want to be smart, we just buy a shredder and we tell people to shred their fucking money.
I love the fake shredder idea. That's so good. Like it shreds it so much, you just like a green and white paper that comes out of the bottom, right?
Well,
and you're
what
like,
you can
oh
buy
no.
is like movie prop.
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
prop
yeah.
money,
Movie prop
right?
money and shred that.
So you just
yeah.
have it shred like down as it shreds in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You make it a complex shredder. So
Yeah.
it like
Yeah,
takes a
yeah.
second.
Right, that's the art.
You
The art piece is that it's like a
Oh.
fancy shredder.
Maybe it shreds onto the floor
Uh-huh.
below you. So
Totally.
there's just a heap of shredded money down
Right.
there.
And so like every week you got to go into the art museum and like pull out the cartridge with
Fill
all the
my
money in
cash
it
drawer.
and fill in the fake money cartridge.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fucking
man.
funny as shit.
That's actually kind of a brilliant scam and might
It
work.
is. It is a good
I think
scam.
I might try to do this. I don't know how to do art stuff though. That's
Mm.
the problem.
Find somebody
Like-
who does.
So here's something. I watched
You get an agent.
I watched some modern design show on Netflix. An episode was recommended to me, and it's someone who works at the MIT Media Lab, and it was, and the work they were doing was kind of interesting, I guess, but it was the most pretentious shit I've seen in some ways, because they kept talking about fucking science, but not like saying anything really.
Oh, is this some Deepak Chopra shit?
I don't know who Deepak Chopra is.
He's like quantum this and that and with your inner heart and
It wasn't quite that. They had a more of a like an environmental version, so
Okay.
it like wasn't as bullshit as that.
Oh, it's just they're just like marketing bullshit
Slightly wrong.
synergy kind of words.
Yeah, market. They're using science
they're using
buzzwords
science
instead of
pretentious.
buzzwords. Yeah.
business buzzwords.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kind of pretentious, and it seemed like they didn't really know what they were talking about in some regards.
They
and it
don't
was
need to.
upsetting for me. but,
Yeah.
like,
They don't need to. It's marketing. It's just making people believe you.
oh my god, I've got another art piece. You ready?
Okay.
It's a
You're
wall.
an artist now.
It's a wall full of shackles, right? Like handcuffs on with longer chains,
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, sure.
and a sign that says, "If you put these on, they do not come off without a key." And that's it. And you let people lock themselves up.
Okay.
Oh no, maybe we put a
Then
sign
you
that
charge
says,
them
"Well,
for
we-
keys?
We unlock. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. That's funny as shit. We have a booth next to it that says key rental.
Key rental.
And the keys are
$10.
like no, like $100, but there's sandwiches for $5. And water.
Right. You can have a beverage there if you'd like. Oh my god. Here's what it is it's an actual real bar that serves real alcohol, right?
Okay.
But
This is
all
your
the
art piece.
stools, to order, you have to lock one of your hands down.
Okay.
And then and we have a sign clearly displaying that you will not be served if you are not locked.
Shackled
And-
securely.
The shackle will not be released without, rental of a key. Key rental's $100.
Okay. Now explain this art piece to a critic using pretentious
Well,
terms.
it's a commentary about desire and capitalism and how what we desire often damages us more fundamentally and more financially than the actual act of getting it. It's really having the item isn't the part that damages you. It's what you do to get there
I
that is what's
totally
really
believe it.
destroying us.
I believe it.
I think
that's
you're an
bullshit
artist,
enough.
bro.
Sign me
I-
up. I
I
want to
know
lock
I'm an
myself
artist.
in.
We're all artists. Art is everywhere. Art is
Bullshit
look around you.
artist.
Look around you. Look
What do you-
around
Look to
you.
your
do you see?
left. Look to your right. 50% of what you just saw is art.
The
And the other 50% is assholes
is ghosts.
who don't know art.
Oh wait.
The
Sorry.
other 50% is ghosts.
50% is art. The other half of that is just dead people, ghosts. They're just everywhere.
They're
a lot
everywhere.
of people have died.
There's so many people have died throughout history.
Oh my god.
Ghosts are everywhere.
Oh
Okay.
man.
What do you
All right.
guys learn today?
I learned that I should become an artist
Yeah.
because it sounds like fucking dope fun. Art scams seem like a really interesting art piece that would actually be good.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're doing here, though. Scams as art, right?
Right, exactly. But like physical scam art as scams.
Actual
as art.
physical art scams.
Hmm. I think it's
That's not a bad idea.
It's not bad at all. Eric, did you
I
learn
have
anything?
I've learned nothing
Hmm.
except that I really should use ad block.
Yeah.
Oh
And
god.
so
yeah,
should
no.
you.
And so should you. What are we calling this episode, guys? Ain't got no license. You got a license for that?
Driver's license, the greatest piece of modern art ever created.
Hmm.
No,
Not terrible,
Mm.
actually, but it doesn't have that buzz.
Doesn't have that
No.
clickbaity. I,
Yeah, it's
why,
not
I need
clickbaity
to
enough.
click.
You're right,
I need
you're
to
right,
click
you're
on more. That I need to find out more. What's going on here? I don't. I feel like
how
I know
to get
everything.
your driver's license without passing a test?
Wo-
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh.
That's it. That's
That is
not even
true.
clickbait.
It's
not
also
even
the only piece of real
fake.
world knowledge we've put into this
This,
episode.
this
I-
entire episode.
that was the most factual
Yeah.
thing we
Yeah.
talked about.
Oh, besides the ad block, you should be using ad block.
Oh yeah, you
Ad
should be
block.
But
using
that
ad
that
block.
those are the only two real pieces of information we've had.
That's it. That's it. The only pieces.
Cool.
Thanks for
Okay.
watching. This
Yeah.
episode was supported by you, our patrons, and all
But-
the other people are stealing. Please
Eh,
go to our Patreon.
We're also supported by likes and subscribes. Please do that.
Yep.
We-
And comments.
They have a
and-
monetary value, even though it's free for you to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
It helps us. If it helps
It
us
really
feel like
does.
we're not wasting our we don't feel like we're wasting. We're doing this anyway. To be totally honest.
No, fuck you.
But-
We'll stop if you don't like this.
All right. I think.
Yeah, let's roll those credits. Beep boop bop. This show has been brought to you by Calvin, Eric, and Andreas. The song was special thanks to Sporka Love for our theme song. It's a song off her album that is our theme song.
It's not
Her album that is our theme song.
The entire album, it's like 30 seconds long. Super thanks. I can't read backwards, but like this was recorded live in front of a real studio audience. Except it wasn't, but it might be. Goodbye.
2 outros. Look at that.
Fucking,
Double
that's
outro.
Money.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Twice as many outros for one podcast. That's how you do professional podcasts.
Okay.